So, NBA legend Carmelo Anthony's coming out with a new podcast, and on one of the very first episodes, I was scrolling on timeline, I saw him talking about the politics behind retiring his jersey number in Denver, number 15, but as many of us know, that Jokic has that number as well, and I've only heard a snippet of this convo, and I'm be honest with you, it's by far some of the biggest delusion talk I've ever heard in my life.
Obvious that your jersey should be retired in Denver. That's obvious, because
They should do it. I don't know. I don't really put no pressure on it, though, but they should do it.
before the powder blue jerseys, the Nuggets
We're bland.
were bland, bro. Like, they were like the... Oh, they were...
We'll let you do that to the
So to be fair to Carmelo Anthony, it kind of just answered the question I think a lot of people are having. Yeah, I think that Melo, he did enough in Denver to where he should get his number retired, or at least it should be in the conversation. What they're joking about right now, he's right. Like, bro, I'm keeping it a bean with y'all. Pre-Carmelo Anthony, Denver doesn't really have too much history with that organization, just to be completely honest with you. So I can understand the concept and conversation of, should they, retire Melo's jersey?
Did you feel a way when you see my man go out there, I play basket, number 15?
Yeah. Hell yeah.
He was like,
Because,
what the fuck? Did you think it was a petty maneuver?
yeah, it was a petty maneuver. It wasn't like, oh, we got numbers to choose from. It was like, here,
Take this one.
you got 15. Like,
Ooh.
you know what I'm saying? Like, so they got rid of one, and they banked on, but they both was good, though.
Yeah.
And at the time, Nurkic was considered better than Jokic at that time, right? So everybody was like, why you get rid of Nurkic? Why you keep Jokic?
I always
And
want to
then
know.
he became, you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Bro, to believe that the Denver Nuggets knew that Jokic was going to be a franchise star, they would have to assume that a second-round pick who didn't even come until the year after he was drafted somehow would go on and not only be an NBA great, but be greater than Carmelo Anthony, and then also lead the franchise to such heights that they would win a championship. Bro, do you know how crazy that sounds? Do you know how insane that sounds, bro? For them to then say, Jokic, we entrusting you that you will help us not only win a championship, but get rid of this big black stain we call that Carmelo Anthony era. Like, is that what you really think happened? You really think they looked at Jokic and knew that he was going to be better than you, knew that he was going to lead them to a championship, and knew that was going to be enough to erase the history that is Carmelo Anthony? That's what it was going to take? Be very mindful. Jokic is not even the first person to wear number 15 post Melo being there. Anthony Randolph wore it. So when they got Anthony Randolph, they were like, yeah, Randolph, we trust that you're going to be able to be better than Carmelo Anthony one day, so we don't have to even talk about him no more. Here's number 15. Is that what you really think happened? Or is it just so happened to be coincidental? This man wore 15 because he grew up wearing 15.
I didn't get to Denver. I didn't go to Denver for about 2 years after that, 2 seasons, because of lockout and the scheduling, and I'm seeing Denver 15. I'm like, fuck is going on? Like,
Big Euro ass motherfucker.
15. So now just start thinking, oh, this is because this is the narrative that they put out there. He wanted to leave. He wanted to do this. He wasn't. Nah, but why would you disrespect by even offering that? Like the disrespect and you offering that showed me that you just wanted to erase everything that came prior to
That's crazy.
that right there. Right? So, yeah, fuck y'all. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, if you saying fuck me, dead smack to the rest of the world.
Yo, Melo, you want to be a victim so bad, bro. It is not that serious. Now, in terms of like pre-retiring a jersey, sure. Like, I guess you could argue that, but normally that goes to players who are lifers or led to them some type of success that is like almost unheard of, right? So, for example, when Wade retired, before Wade got his number retired, like nobody's going to sit here and take number 3 in Miami. Like, let's just keep it a bean with ourselves because that's Wade. Wade stood there for an extended period of time. He really wanted to stay there as well. But also he was a part of 3 championship runs with that organization, right? So a long period of time, and he has led them to a lot of success. That wasn't you. You weren't a lifer. You're not Dirk Nowitzki, bro. That's not who you were. You wanted to leave and they moved on. And Melo is acting like a victim as if like he's the only player that this has happened to. Kevin Durant left OKC. They gave number 35 out to, I think, PJ Dozier. Giannis has 34, even though we all know that Ray Allen wore 34 in Milwaukee before him. Hell, even Chauncey Billups, bro. Chauncey Billups won a championship in Detroit. Number 1. Iverson won number 1 after him. Tracy McGrady won number 1 after him. Andre Drummond won number 1 after him. They even gave it to Reggie Jackson. He should have got his number held on to. But if it happened to Chauncey, why do you think it's supposed to happen to you? This is not unique to you. This is just what happens in the NBA.
I ain't ever say nothing bad about y'all. Y'all boo me. I never spoke bad about y'all. I never
booed y'all in the post game.
Yeah, you booed me and I had 40.
Okay, I gotta say this. Because I'm trying to like let them rock real quick. Bro, my mans who's co-hosting this, my goodness, bro, you on this nigga's dick heavy. Oh my God. You're riding it, bro. Calm down. You look too excited in riding it, bro. My goodness. Calming down a little bit, bro. Act like you've been around Melo before. I know you've been around Melo, bro. Also, like, the problem with having people like this, it's a bunch of yes men, right? Easy challenge would be, bro, like, don't you think Jokic may have had the number before he got into the league? Like, that's a quick fact check. My man is sitting here bouncing on that motherfucker. Boy, God, calm down. You grinning from ear to ear. Let's settle down for a second.
And y'all put Jokic in the middle of that. He don't know what the fuck going on.
He don't even care.
Or he could have been like, I want to wear 15 because of, he could have been like, 15 is here. I can wear 15. Oh, that's Melo's no. You know what I mean? Like, just pay homage. I don't know. He could have worn because he wanted to pay homage.
This is peak level main character syndrome, bro. You think that Jokic picked your number to pay homage, bro? That's what you think? That's delusional. That's actually cringeworthy. Bro, it's a Google search, bro. You can find pics of this man when he was growing up. It's just the number that he wore before he came over to the NBA. And the fact that that's not even clicking in Melo's mind. Like, it hasn't even he ain't thought to himself, or maybe, just maybe, the number may be significant to him. That's scary, because I'm not even trying to draw crazy conclusions one way or another, but if you lack perspective on something this trivial, just imagine trying to manage egos in relationships on a basketball court, or with coaches, or with an organization. If you can't even mentally get out of your own way with something this mundane,
they gave him 15 to try to erase
what you did,
what I did.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Because
now it's like they want you to play that game. When you think of 15 in Denver, now to this generation, you thinking
it's Joker.
Jeez, Melo. You hear yourself? They drafted a second rounder who didn't even come into the NBA a year later and purposely gave him the number 15 in hopes that one day he would be better than you and lead the team to a level of success that would erase who you were as a player? Wow. Wow, Melo. Wow.
Y'all purposely gave him that number because he's the type of nigga that walks into the rec and just grabs his jersey out the box.
Yeah, he don't give a fuck.
He don't care what his number
unless
is.
he was
unlike
a
you
fan
saying.
And like, I want 15 because Melo wore 15.
How crazy would that be?
I don't know that though.
How crazy would that be? He's your Carmelo.
This nigga gotta stop riding, bro. Oh my God. Yo, low-key, I'm impressed, my nigga. Like, you're quick with the writing. You hop on top real quick. I'm actually pretty impressed, dog. I didn't think a grown man could ride another grown man as well as you. I mean, you throwing that shit back. God damn. In a second, you're about to be on your knees slurping him up. I'm impressed. I'm very much so impressed. But the fact that it hasn't even dawned on any of them and we're pivoting back to Melo thinking that he paid homage, maybe he just want to pay homage. He want to pay homage. Like, nigga, and the buddy on the side, you're right, Melo. He just want to pay homage. It'd be crazy. Oh, Melo, you're so right. Oh, man, that's crazy how they just want to push you to the side. Nigga, give it a break, dog. Give it a break.
Maybe I did have an impact internationally back, and
Olympic Melo, baby.
So it's
okay, I had to turn this shit off. I got it, cause this nigga, I can't look at his face. I can't, bro. This is cringe. That nigga's riding. I'm uncomfortable. It's also what comes with the player empowerment movement. When you're bouncing around from team to team to team to team, there is no home for you. Because you bounce around so much, it's really hard to build a legacy with a franchise. So unfortunately, you may not ever be synonymous with one team because you never stayed long enough, nor did you lead them to a level of success that it'll be hard to duplicate. It was just the Western Conference Finals. That's easy to duplicate. Jokic has already done it twice. I think it's a hard pill to swallow to just accept the fact that they're not going to pre-retire your number when you're in the NBA, especially when the relationship may have ended sour. But I gotta say this to Melo, bro. If they gave KD's number away, if they gave Shaq's number away, if they gave Dwight Howard's number away, why do you think that they're going to hold on to your number? And the fact that Melo lacks like someone else's POV, someone else's perspective, and just couldn't think to himself, maybe, just maybe, Jokic wore the number because he had it somewhere else. And if you're willing to play victim to this extent, if you're willing to still do the mental gymnastics this far removed from your exiting of Denver, I can only imagine what it would be like from a general manager's perspective in trying to negotiate contracts with you. I can only imagine what it's like from a coaching's perspective and trying to get through you that, hey, maybe you should come off the bench. Hey, maybe we need you playing a different role. Hey, maybe I need you to do a little bit more defense, as George Karl was asking you. Like, now it's starting to piece together, and what's crazy is you're doing yourself a disservice by coming off this way. But yo, let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Do you think Melo's number should be retired in Denver? Hit the subscribe button, notification bell, and until next time, I'll see you all later. Peace.